Hi, my name is Peter MacKay. I'm a chiropractor. I've been in practice for over 30 years. I've worked with elite athletes across the board in all sports, but my passion is golf. And one of the things that I've found that's driven my practice over the years is helping people avoid back injuries, and if they have them, getting over them. More people will hurt themselves pulling the clubs out of a trunk or putting a tee in the ground or taking a ball out of the cup than actually swinging a golf club. And the reason for that is that our spines are meant for forward and backward movements. We're capable of flexion extension. But our lumbar spines, because of the shape of the joints, they do not allow rotation to occur aggressively. So what happens with poor technique in amateur golfers and higher handicappers, there tends to be a loss of pelvic rotation and exaggeration of upper body movement and torque through impact, and this is what sets us up for, especially in a right-handed golfer, right-sided lower back pain, sciatica, and muscle spasms. So let's look today at one of the best exercises I can give you to help recuperate, prevent, and help stabilize the all-important pelvic area in the golf swing. Let's take a look at this. What we have here is a simple Pilates band. I'm going to hook in this case, my trail leg or my right leg, since I'm a right-handed golfer. So when we look at a right-handed golfer, it's a repetitive, explosive, dynamic movement to the left, and this is why left hips wear out. Jack Nicklaus, you name it. Anybody who's played golf for any length of time is going to run into a tendency for problems with the left hip. So as we get into that shifted pelvic pattern, we now come up with an exercise which takes us the other way. So what I'd like you to do is stabilize with one hand, because this exercise is tricky. We're going to use a typical Pilates band. We're going to tie it, stabilize it, and what we're trying to do is we start out by correcting the alignment. We're creating a stacking effect on the left side, where now the left hip is stacked over the left knee and the left ankle. Here's where you might be, here's where I want you to be. And from this position, hang on, lift to about 25 to 30 degrees with the knee slightly flexed, the leg abducted or moved away, and we hold static, isometric, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. And we're going to hold this for up to 15 seconds and maintain our breath. What you've done now is you've created a neurological bombardment of all the muscles that it takes to create the shift back the other way. Make sure the tension isn't overpowering. Make sure you're using about 50% of your force. You don't want to have to work 100% of your effort. Make sure you have a way to balance yourself at first, because at first it's very difficult to create that counter force without some balancing effect. As we do it now without hanging on, I am working like crazy here. I can feel the burn on the open chain right side. I can feel the burn on the closed chain on my left side. And this is going to help correct your postural imbalance from golf. It's going to help prevent the wear and tear on your left hip, and it's going to help prevent your back pain. I would repeat that 3 times, 3 reps altogether. I would do both sides because you want to maintain symmetry, but your left side is going to gain more of the effect we want as far as your posture. That doesn't mean you ignore the other side. So what we have here is a very low-tech exercise that's very effective for creating stability, unwinding the tension that develops from repetitive stress of swinging into that left hip. Let me remind you, we have other videos for pre-game warm-up. We have a video for the 19th hole recovery zone. Don't go and sit and have a drink. There's a lot of tension that builds up after 4 hours of golf. If you spend the 3 to 5 minutes doing our recovery zone workout, you're going to find that you can play 2, 3, 4 days in a row without breaking down and with better performance. Thanks for joining us today.